me ask you a quick question here, folks. Can you imagine, and I'm serious here now, can you imagine what the news would be like today if all of those 2,500 businesses and unions and others had not received Obamacare waivers? Can you imagine what it would be? I mean, we are just getting the tiniest glimpse of the horrors of this. I mean, if you think Kathleen Sebelius is a jerk today, just wait. Because these waivers, they're going to expire. And I'm going to tell you what's coming. The full weight of the evil of Obamacare is going to end up being a wrecking ball so big, not even Miley Cyrus would write it. Who knows, we might even get Morgan Freeman to agree with us before this is all said and done. Did you hear what he said? He's in some movie with the typical Hollywood stardom, and he did a promo interview, and they asked him something, and it started off on the Tea Party. And he's mad at the Tea Party, running around carrying signs talking about taking our country back. He said, what the F is that? What do you mean take the country back? Obama won the election. So the biggest problem in this country is all that rhetoric out there from the Kochs and Rush Limbaugh. And I predict before this is over, you may not admit it, but because I'm telling you, but once these waivers expire, ladies and gentlemen, do you know anybody who has received a letter from their insurance company canceling them? I ran into someone to whom this just happened. And prior to that happening, this was a conversation. It was something that was happening, but it was happening to other people. This person had been a Blue Cross customer for 40 years. A health insurance policy was a gift from a father. And Blue Cross just sends a letter out saying it's over. We have to cancel because of Obamacare. The replacement, obviously much higher. And it totally changes that person's... Now, that person's not a big believer in Obamacare anyway, but still, now it became personal. Now it's happening. Do you know anybody to whom this is happening? And the people to whom this is happening, you tell them, yeah, and if you don't get it, you got to pay a fine, and I am not paying a fine. They're more willing, they're more ready to hit the streets these days than they are to pay any kind of fine. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg that's happening right now. There's all these waivers out there, don't forget. And the businesses were given a waiver on providing insurance for employers for a year. I mean, there's a lot of pain that has been delayed for a lot of people. And even with that, and even the drive-bys today, they can't help it. We got CBS News talking about all of the cancellations that are happening, all the insurance company cancellations. There are random acts of journalism taking place. More Democrat senators are asking for this thing to be delayed till after the 2014 elections. Byron York of the D.C. Examiner has a piece today about the IRS and the Earned Income Tax Credit. And the details of that are what anger you enough. I mean, it has nothing to do with health care, just how much money is spent giving families $4,000 and $5,000 tax credits or checks under the Earned Income Tax Credit. And the crux of Byron's story is that the IRS annually gives out Earned Income Tax Credit checks, of which 30% of the claims are fraudulent. And we're not talking about the entire population of the country here. We're talking about a small subset that qualifies for the EITC. Here's the thing. The Inspector General of the IRS went and said, you got to clean this up. And the IRS said, we can't. It's too big. It's too complicated. There is no way. There literally is no way we could clean the fraud out of the Earned Income Tax Program. Now, what's noteworthy, IRS are the people running Obamacare. IRS are the people enforcing Obamacare. And there is a story today where they admit that they can't. It's impossible to clean up the fraud that exists at a 30% level, the Earned Income Tax Credit program. They just can't. This program cannot survive as it's being implemented. That doesn't mean it's going away. When I say it can't survive, it can't function. But there's a lot of government that doesn't function, that opens for business every day and still tries and messes things up. I mean, it is an utter what? Well, I don't know. These people getting these letters canceling their insurance, I don't know if they're blaming Obama yet. I got a Fox News poll here. Hang on, folks. None of what I'm talking about had I intended to. I had intended to be into a song by now. So sit tight. Here we go. Fox News poll, 73% dissatisfied with the direction of the country. 73%. That's up 20 points since last year. Disapproval over the country's direction, 73%. Now, Fox found that much of the current overall decline in satisfaction comes from Democrats. 41% of Democrats are satisfied with the direction of the country, down from 54% in July and 77% a year ago. That's a 36 percentage point slide over the past year. So Obama's not losing these precious independents, he's losing his base. And yet the news media says it's the Republicans that need to reinvent themselves. The Fox News, I know it's Fox, but the Fox News poll doesn't disagree with any of the other polls significantly on presidential approval or anything else. The Fox News poll didn't have didn't have Romney beating Obama. I mean, it's right in line with all the others. And the Democrats are abandoning Obama here in the question of direction of the country, and his approval numbers are plummeting. So when people get these cancellation letters from their insurance companies, I don't think there's any doubt privately. I think they're mad at Obama. Who else could they be mad at? I mean, the Republicans had nothing to do with this. Now, will they publicly say so is an entirely different matter. Now we learn that, seeing the employment numbers, all of these part-time jobs that are being created, there's practically no brand new full-time job creation going on. Sheds a whole new light on why millennials are not driving today.